Hello beautiful people, and welcome once again to my channel. It is Ali here with another video, and this is a video that I had been wanting to do for quite some time now because I was really excited to just share my experience and also tell you the reasons as to why I went back to black. So that's what this video is going to be about, as well as a review for the product that I used in order to go back to black. So let's get right into it. One of the most obvious reasons as to why I went back to black is mainly the maintenance. I absolutely loved my gray coloring, and you know, it was thebomb.com when I had it, and I absolutely loved it. But because it wasn't a permanent color, there was a lot of maintenance to it. So once it started fading and it rinsed out the few times that I had washed it, it faded into more of a true gray, but then after that it faded into a green again. And then where she had done the transition color, that had completely, you know, rinsed out. So I literally had like brown and then like green gray, and then my ends were like blue from the amount of times that I had touched it up. So the maintenance was crazy, and I couldn't keep up anymore. At first I was doing perfectly fine with the maintenance, but then after a while I was just kind of like over it. And another reason was the fact that when I would do like twist outs or braid outs, you know, everything else would look perfectly fine, but then my ends is really what just caught my eye. My ends, they didn't look as neat as I would have liked them to. You know, I definitely moisturized a lot of times. I ended up doing more twist outs than braid outs because I felt like my hair looked better that way, but at the same time I just felt like my hairstyles weren't coming out the way that they normally did in the past. So that was another factor as to making me decide to dye my hair back to black. And then of course, you guys know that I watch Natural 85 here on YouTube, so she had gone through the same exact thing. You know, she colored her hair and she was kind of just over the whole maintenance and sort of the steps that she had to take in order to make the new color pop out and stuff. If you guys want to watch her video where she goes back to black, I'll link it down in the description bar. And so, you know, she's kind of also the one that pushed me into my decision. I had literally watched that video about 2 times, and I felt her joy right along with her, and I was just like, I have to dye my hair back to black. Like, I cannot take this anymore. I did my research, and as I said before, she's the one that had basically pushed me, and I went into Target and I got the Shea Moisture Hair Color System, and this is the Nourishing Moisture Rich, and it has no ammonia and no sulfates, and I got it in the color Jet Black. So I got the Jet Black just to be on the safe side, and also because I was kind of worried that if I would have gotten the soft black, it would have mixed in with the gray and then it would have turned into like another crazy color. So I didn't want to take that risk. I was like, let me get the Jet Black just so that I can ensure for myself and for my hair that I will no longer have to like deal with that. Like, I don't want to have to go back into my hair after, you know, doing a step that I would have thought would have covered everything up. So I was like, let me get the Jet Black, let me just get rid of this completely, and that's what I did. So I went into Target. This is sold exclusively at Target, and it retails for $14.99. So because this is exclusive to Target, you will more than likely not find this anywhere else other than Target. I mean, I tried to be sneaky and go into beauty supplies and see if I would see this there, or CVS or Walgreens. No, this is going to be at Target. It is exclusive to Target. And of course, who doesn't love Target? I know I love Target. I love doing my Target runs. I immediately went into the hair care aisle and I picked up the first box that I saw, and you know, as soon as I got out of there, and of course I was taken aback by all the hair products. You know, I had to do my little sneaking around. Came home and I started prepping for the back to black process. Fortunately, I didn't record that day because I was just so excited to get this all over with. So I just went ahead and I prepped my hair. So I didn't have to wash my hair at all whatsoever. This is the good thing about this dye, because I know with certain dyes you have to like pre-wash your hair or whatever, but I didn't wash my hair before applying the dye. So the steps are pretty clear. It brings 7 steps in total. So it brings the color cream, the developer cream, you get a pair of latex-free gloves, an application brush, the raw Shea moisture retention shampoo, the restorative conditioner, and then the finishing elixir. So you have those 7 steps. And so I went ahead and I mixed my dye with the developer, and this is a very quick dye, so you literally have to use this within 30 minutes. So, you know, what I did was that I had my phone and I had set up my timer to exactly 30 minutes to ensure that I would just use the complete 30 minutes or just try to get the dye as fast as possible, because literally once you start applying it, like I saw my hair literally turning black as soon as I was applying it on my end. So when I saw that, I knew that I had to like move fast. Separated my hair into 4 sections to ensure that I got every bit of gray, brown, green that was going on in my head, and I just went in section by section and I left my ends for last. And then once I was done completely, I left the dye in for a total of 45 minutes. Now it does say in the instructions, depending how porous your hair is, my ends being the most porous that I had, that, you know, the dye basically took quicker on my ends, so that's why I left them for last. But for the most part, you know, it took pretty fast on all of my head, and I left the dye in for 45 minutes and then I washed it out. Let me tell you, when I washed this bad boy out, my hair was super black. I was like, oh my gosh, because my hair is already dark, but my hair is more of like a brown black naturally. So when I saw a jet black, I was kind of just like, what? But it looked so nice, and I can definitely say that this is what brought my curls back to life, because I'm sure that a lot of you guys noticed in my wash and go tutorial when I had the gray, a lot of you guys had commented and also said, like, you know, that the top of my head, as far as my hair, it was a lot fuller, and then my ends were kind of like dead and damp, and that was because of all the bleaching and the double processing that I had to go through when I was getting my grays. So that was another thing that kind of like threw me off. I felt like my hair just wasn't at its healthiest, because obviously I had done and taken all these steps in order to get this gray that I really wanted. So, you know, I went in with this dye, and my curls, they shrunk right back up. You know, I expected for my hair to still have like that fullness and then just those dead ends. That was not the case when I put this dye in my hair. It's just, it's literally a conditioning dye. Like when I washed and rinsed the dye out, my hair was soft and it was moisturized, and I immediately saw my curls shrink back up once I put all my products in, and once I had finished up with all the steps. Like my hair was just back to life. It was back to normal. It was like, girl, you have brought me back to life, and I thank you for it. And I was so excited when I was done with my hair. You know, I was just like in awe. I could not stop touching my hair that day. I could not stop staring in the mirror. I was so excited, and I truly felt like myself again. I've experimented with color in the past, but this color in particular was just, you know, it was a hassle in the beginning, and I feel that because it was such a hassle in the beginning, although I got the color that I wanted, I kind of like had already, I guess, grown out of it in a sense. You know, I absolutely loved it while it was in my hair, but going back to black, I feel like myself all over again, and I absolutely love it. I would say that now my hair is more of a natural black, because as I mentioned before, when I had freshly dyed it, you could tell that it was freshly dyed. Like now you can, you know, pretty much see that my natural hair color has already blended in with the jet black. So that's really, really good. This is actually, it's been a week since I dyed my hair, so I absolutely love it. The products that come included in here, guys, I don't know if you guys have used these, but it brings these are the 3 little like sample sizes that you get inside the box dye. That's why it's a really, really great price. So you get the moisture retention shampoo, the restorative conditioner, and the reconstructive finishing elixir. So you get these 3 bad boys along with the gloves, the dye, and the developer, all in one, and it comes in like this cute little bag. They also recommend you to just kind of like finish using the products. Obviously, this elixir is like thebomb.com. What I did that day, once I had rinsed the dye out completely, so I went in with the shampoo, obviously. I went in with the conditioner. That conditioner is amazing. I don't know where I've been and why I haven't used it before, but I literally applied it into my hair, and my hair like just melted into it. It was so easy to detangle my hair with the conditioner. I also did some deep conditioning with my ORS hair mayonnaise. I was gonna go ham and do a protein treatment, but I had just done a protein treatment I think 2 weeks prior, so I was just kind of like, I don't need a protein treatment right now, just deep condition. So I deep conditioned with the hair mayonnaise, and then once I was done deep conditioning with the hair mayonnaise, something told me to just kind of like apply the hair elixir while I was in the shower. I don't know why, but I did it, and then I completely wet my hair in like freezing cold water, and doing that and then applying my products afterwards, like I don't know what was going on, but my hair was just so soft, and even now it's like super, super, super soft to the touch. I feel like after dyeing it back, it just really brought the health back to my hair. Like it just feels like itself again, but 10 times better, and I'm so happy. Like you don't understand how happy I am that I am back to black. I went to work the next day like, hello, a girl is back to black, because I felt like myself again. So I was really, really excited. I would highly recommend this dye to anybody that wants to go back to black, or just, you know, isn't really happy with their natural hair color. Like say if it's like you know, like a dim black and you kind of just want to go darker, I would definitely recommend this bad boy right here. It is super, super, super nourishing, and as it says, it's a nourishing, moisture rich color system, and it definitely lives up to its name, because that's literally what it felt like washing this out. Like my hair felt conditioned and super soft, and it's like, how is that even possible? Like where do you find a box dye that as you're washing it out, your hair already feels preconditioned? We usually expect our hair to feel super dry, and then we're gonna have to like go ham with all the conditioner. That was not the case when using this. I absolutely love it. Like I said before, I would highly recommend it to anybody who is looking to dye their hair jet black and wants to use something natural and that will actually contribute to the health of their hair. You cannot go wrong with the Shea Moisture dye, and I think that's why I've been hooked on Shea Moisture for the past 2 weeks now, because I'm just like, where the hell have I been? So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I will leave links down below to where you can purchase the dye, as well as Natural 85's video on her experience. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys are excited that I went back to black, if you think I should have kept the gray. Let me just know. So I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.